Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to High School Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. It is time now for the High School Notebook, and that means it is time for Matt Trabold to join. Matt, thanks so much for joining us once again.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, let's start a little hockey this time to start things off. Let's talk about Penfield. Let's talk about those Penfield Patriots on ice.
After the opening week of this Section 5 hockey season, 3 teams undefeated while also having at least 3 wins under their belt. That's Notre Dame Batavia, the combined team of Gates, Wayne, Eastridge, and Wheatland Chili, and also the Penfield Patriots. Penfield ended the regular season last year, second in the Class A standings, and they look poised this time around for another major showing. The top trio of scorers from the squad a season ago are back this go-around in forwards Nathan Sobko, Chris Smith, and Jake Fox. I was watching pregame before their season opener versus another big dog in the area for hockey in Webster Thomas, and wasn't all the stick skills of a lot of the guys, but especially Sean Smith. He was doing some Michigan stick handling. I don't know if you know that. It's where he kind of the sticky puck on the end of the stick. He wasn't scoring it per se, but he was doing all the tricks. Then he scored versus Thomas in that game, as did Cole Patton in crazy fashion from all the way out by the team bench. Big-time long-range goal there. A special result in that one with a 7-2 win against the Titans. The Patriots' first matchup of Week 2, they did fall to defending sectional champ Victor, but don't be surprised if those two, with the Blue Devils, enter sectionals again as the top 2 seeds. Big-time teams.
All right, let's change gears a little bit right now. Let's talk about some girls basketball, and let's talk about the Bombers in East Rochester.
Yes, those Bombers, East Rochester girls basketball, that team had quite a first week of the season, playing in 4 games and picking up a win in each of those 4 ball games. This is shaping up to be an improved season from the 2019-2021, where ER ended with a record around 500 at 12-10. The Bombers have already shown that they can win big, with 3 of their opening week victories being by at least 20 points, had one in the 30s as well on senior night, and they have shown they can come out victorious in the nail-biters, like a 2-point win against Livonia. Marquee scheduled matchup on February 20th for the C1 school against AA powerhouse Mercy, a much bigger school. Win or loss, that's important. Senior captain Zoe Zoots began her senior campaign with 4 double-doubles in the first 4 games. Big-time post moves from her. Fellow 5'11" player Lily Funk, a sophomore. She has also proven to be productive and reliable. We're also seeing a breakout season from perimeter marksman freshman Soraya Eldriggs, including with her on-ball defense.
Let's talk about boys basketball now, and a defending sectional champion coming back with some big losses, and that would be the Eastridge Lancers.
Yeah, you mentioned the ship. One of the top stories of last Section 5 boys basketball was Eastridge, who ended up beating crosstown foe Irondequoit in the Class A1 sectional final for their first boys hoop sectional title since 1964. Obviously huge there. Graduated from that group, though, is one of the top few players in the section in the sport in recent memory, Tony Arnold, as well as other key pieces, a lot of them that had a big role in this team. Jalen Rose Hanna, Jalen Young, Percy Robinson, Paxton Reed, Sharon Davis, a big football guy as well, among others. The one returning player that received a lot of minutes last year is Michael Miller, the top options alongside him. 6'6" junior point forward Saquon Wester, plus 5'10" sophomore Emmanuel Lieutenant, who plays his grassroots ball with the illustrious Albany City Rocks. I've heard he is already getting D1 interest from Wyoming, Portland State, Wagner. Also keep an eye out for David Holmes Jr., Evan Brown, Emmanuel Torres. A lot of good young names coming out. A lot of new names, really, for that top rotation. It is such a refreshing sight to see how much fun this new Lancers group has playing together.
All right. Matt, as always, great stuff. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks for having me on.
All right. We're back with more of the High School Sports Feed right after this.